Hello YouTubers, this is going to be my review on the Sanyo Xacti CG10 BK, which is the actual black model. Other colors available are white, pink, and red, but the red version is actually only available through Radio Shack. And for those interested, throughout the video I'll probably be talking a little bit regarding the technology at work with these particular type of cameras. So again, what you see is the black version of the VPC CG10. What's actually included with the unit itself is you get your typical standard USB cable, again of which uses the proprietary connector, which is at the bottom of the camera itself. What you see here, the camera mounted, this particular stand does not, again I repeat, does not come with the camera itself. Included also is your standard AV cable, again with the proprietary connection. You have your standard typical connection that allows you to get your standard quality video using the yellow cable, and the red and black is for audio purposes. Also included, you'll find your standard Sanyo charger. This charger, unfortunately, isn't like most of the chargers you see in this type of class. This one requires you to have the cable that allows you to then plug it into the wall itself. And that's what is actually in here, is the cable that plugs in here that allows you to plug into the wall. Again, this is the battery charger. The battery that actually comes with the system is a Sanyo 700 milliamp battery itself. Fairly decent in terms of life and quality type of battery, but you can actually get other batteries that have higher milliamps from a lot of your online auctioning sites. Again, the current battery that I'm using in here, and basically using the Sanyo as battery itself as a spare, but the battery that I'm using right now is rated at 1000 milliamp. And again, you get a pretty decent amount of time from the camera. Again, I can't be specific in terms of how long, because depending upon if you do videos, flash photography, or a lot of flash photography, so it really all depends on your actual usage of the camera itself. Here we are taking a closer look at the Sanyo VPC CG10. We notice that it actually is capable of 5x optical zoom and a CMOS type sensor. With the CMOS type sensors, a lot of people compare it, of course, to the alternative, which is a CCD sensor. Basically, both types are sensor, in essence, chips, which lets light get captured and by that particular type of lens, and then thereby focus and process. There have been a lot of continual debates as to whether which type of sensor is really better for a lot of these usage in these pocket camcorders. But basically, a lot of the higher end cameras will end up using the CCD cameras. But however, again, that doesn't necessarily mean that the CCD sensors are automatically going to perform better. In most scenarios, it does offer a lot of improvements. However, again, with the ever-changing speed of technology, they are dramatically improving the CMOS sensor technology as well also. But again, to give you an idea, with CMOS technology, with the pocket-style cameras, it's going to capture definitely images as well as video that you're going to be extremely satisfied with. If you're looking, of course, to film high-definition movies where you're planning to have a big debut of some sort on a big screen or something with a major event and such, then of course you may want to really consider hiring a videographer in that case, or purchasing a camera, a much higher-end camera. Again, for the price point range, the amount of features that it offers, this does the job, and I believe it actually does the job fairly well. Taking a walk around of the camera itself, we notice that on the left-hand side here is where you actually press the shutter button to capture your still photos. On the right-hand side is where you actually capture your 720 HD video clips, and the maximum resolution for that is 1280 by 720. And for picture stills, you can capture up to 12 megapixels, but true hardware really only captures it at 10 megapixels. So again, if you use a lot more software interpolation, then you can escalate that up to 12 megapixels, but standard is 10. Taking a look at the middle rocker switch, you'll actually find that the middle rocker itself basically acts as the zoom button, tighten as well as widen, depending upon telephoto or wide. I should say it really does depend upon allows you that zoom ability, and that's what the rocker switch in the middle is for. The button to the left side is quite interesting, actually. It's the set button that allows you to set some of the menu functions and features, but with that button, as you kind of tilt it to the side here, you see it protrudes a little bit, and as such, it allows you to activate different types of menus once you go into that setting to set those types of menu options, whether you go up, left, right, or down. On the right hand side is your playback button, which allows you to obviously view some of your stills as well as whatever you captured. And the menu button itself, again, is self-explanatory. It gives you the ability to go into the menu system, whether you choose the simple menu system or a more detailed menu system. Taking a walk around, you can actually see that the maximum, a little engraving here, the maximum you can capture images is basically at the 60-time digital zoom. So again, that's 5-time optical, and then that's going to be 12 times digital zoom. Continuing to kind of go around, that's the on and off switch here. And of course, again, it does have a nice feature where if the screen is down, flipped down, or if it over a certain amount of time, it'll actually turn off to power save. But again, that's the on and off button. Here is where the you can insert your optional SD card. It does come with a built-in 40 megabyte of memory, but in all reality, that 40 megabyte really doesn't capture a lot at all. So I strongly suggest you get an external SD card, again, optional SD card, and it's capable of going up to a 32 gigabyte card, which I do believe is currently the industry standard. And again, that's an SDHC 32 gigabyte card. Continue to kind of go around. You see that on the bottom itself is where it has your standard tripod mount, and the right hand side is again where you'll be inserting those proprietary cables, whether it's a standard video cable or the USB cable to plug into your computer. Again, you can purchase the component cable, but it is optional, and it's approximately $25. And again, but that will give you a better image quality if you use the component cables. So again, that's a quick walk around on the camera, and on the next segment, we'll actually take a look at some of the menu options. So here we are actually inside the menu option screen. Again, in order to get to the menu, you hit the menu button. You can see here that whether you want to choose your settings for video camcording or photographic type sensing, scenes, the different various scenes that are available, filters, flash, on, off, automatic, and of course your self-timing options. And again, using the actual rocket switch here to the left here, you can scroll up and down to really adjust quite a abundance of different options you can choose from. And again, depending upon what you choose, will kind of alter your actual output of the image quality. Again, right now I do have it on mostly a lot of default. For video, I do have it set to the HD SHC quality, again, which is basically the 720 HD is 1280 by 720 at 30 frames per second. You can actually also choose to capture 60 frames per second, but really only at a resolution of 640 by 480. In terms of video-wise, it does capture it as an MPEG-4 AVC H.264 file format, and you can actually use QuickTime in order to view those videos. In terms of the actual picture quality, I chose the 10 megapixel with less compression. You can actually go up to 12 megapixel, but again, that uses a lot more software interpolation, and really, unless you plan to zoom in on a taken photo to kind of crop into a taken photo, you may not necessarily need to have a file size that large. And again, this is all part of the feature, the power saving mode. So what you're looking at here is just one of the, again, many options that are available within the menu system. Right now, Face Chaser technology is actually on. Again, it's basically capable of capturing the face and the movement of those various people. Up to 12, I believe, is the number they use. So again, I'm just showing you the Face Chaser technology itself. What you're looking at now is the macro focusing capability. As you can see, I have the image locked already. The background itself is the fire engine with the manual and the quarter in the background. And as you can see, I'm using the CG10 right in front of it, and I can capture that image quite closely and quite vividly. What you're looking at now is the ability for the CG10 to capture motion with, again, varying colors and such.